This is what's left of my old Radio Shack. CB radio, ham radio, and various other digital types of radio, if you can call it that, happened in here until we started getting a lot of flooding and it all had to be ripped out. And this is what I've tried to keep left. It's the bench at the moment is full of guns and just other stuff. There's no radios dotted about here and there. But before we talk too much about it, I've got boxes and boxes and boxes of radio paraphernalia. We've got cables, wires, we've got radios, we've got meters, we've got switches. There's all sorts in these boxes and they all need to be sorted out. Decide what I want to keep, what I don't want to keep, what needs to go in the bin, what needs to be given away and what needs to be sold. So let's go and have a look through it all and see what we can find. There's going to be hours and hours and hours of sorting, so you're not going to see it all. I'm going to try and show you the little bits here and there, and then we'll come back and have a little look at this room and see what we can do about this room, shall we? This is all what's left of my radio stuff. So this is everything I've got left. I've got a box there. That's mainly, there's a couple of CBs and stuff in there, but it's mainly ham stuff. And there's a power supply on top there. This one is mainly full of power supplies. I think there's a few cables and stuff in there. A CB, and that's just switches and stuff. That's all I've got left of any radio equipment. So I'm going to have a little look through it, and it all needs to be boxed up properly and put somewhere safe for the time being, really, because it's kind of in the way here. I've got an old, this is an old microwave box. I'm going to try and get everything in that box, and that means that I'll be able to put that box somewhere safe, probably in a loft or something somewhere. So we've got an old power supply. What is it, a 5 to 7 or a 3 amp? This is a, what's that? Well, it'll be a 3 amp. It'll be a little power supply. British made. You can't get no better than British made. Very good. Done the job back in the day. This, we've got a nice inverter here, 350 watt to 500 watt peak inverter. I'm going to try and get the big stuff in the bottom. Oh, we've got some tools there, some pneumatic tools. I don't know what that's all about. We've got loads of revision. There's all my revision matter. It's probably well out of date now, but it definitely, anybody wanted to look, but I'm going to keep it anyway because it's all, you know, useful stuff. Never get rid of anything like that. If I ever needed to rethink something and think, oh, I can't remember what that was or how that went or what that was all about, you know, I'd be able to look back in that and go, oh yeah, now I remember. Right, so we've got, and however you pronounce that, Albrecht, I don't know how you pronounce it, Albert. And I've got a little CB radio here. Now, very nice radio, very very good radio in fact. I had that in the Land Rover Discovery and it done perfectly well. So I'm going to put that in here. Keep this nice because I'd like to reuse these again one day. I say reuse, not like recycle them, but I'd like to use them again one day. I plan on getting like an old Mitsubishi, like an old Shogun or something like that, or an old maybe a Suzuki Jimny, something like that. And put these radios in. So we've got a T800, had this in my old van. Fantastic radio, really works well. This one's quite an old version of it. It did get wet, you can see the box there, it did get wet when it got flooded, but I've tested the radio and the radio still works. So that's good. I'd love to get my hands on the new Thunderpole handheld radio. That looks really interesting. Love to get my hands on that. The T3000. Again, the box got a little bit wet in the flood, a couple of floods actually, but I think it still works. I did test it and it seems to still work. The radio itself didn't seem to get that wet, so that's good. Put that in here as well. What else have we got in here? We've got an MFJ. Got an MFJ speaker. Absolute crap. No good whatsoever. Don't get me wrong, it's speakered. It speakered. That's what it done. It speakered. That's all it did. The quality that came out of it was absolutely rubbish. Diabolical, in fact. Not worth anything.
Got an old calligraphy set. Probably give that to my daughter because she likes a bit of writing, so I'll probably give that to my daughter. Nice calligraphy set, but I'll put that in there for now. What else we got in there? We've got a nice Pro Peak charger. These were the nuts back in the day for RC cars. Of course, you could charge any battery that you wanted with it as long as it was nickel metal hydrate. I think this also charged NiCad batteries, but it was the nuts. It charged everything. It got to 5.5 amps, and it had a fast charge function. You don't often, well, you do get that nowadays. I was going to say you don't often get that nowadays. You do get that nowadays. Obviously, all these chargers are just fast chargers, but they're all digital. Whereas this one had a little analog dial here, and you could charge them. They're 3 amps, 4 amps, 5 amps, you know, all the way down to 0.5 amp. Very good charger. And I'm glad I kept it. Trouble is, where's the cable for it? That is the trouble. It looks like I've lost the cable, the 240 volt cable for it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll put that in here because that's of some vintage now, and I want to keep that nice. We'll put this power supply in this box. I want to keep that. Well, the other idea is that I'm going to get rid of stuff that I don't want or need. There's some stickers, look. There's some stickers that I had made when I was doing it. I had a bit of a project going on at one point where I had a monster truck and I put a bigger nitro engine in it and done a few other little things to it, and I decided to get some stickers made, and I was hoping that these stickers would sell well and I'd be able to kind of kick off a brand, you know, of all branded different bits and bobs, but it didn't really go to plan. So now I've got, oh look, I've got more here. I've got quite a lot of these stickers all laying around. They're everywhere. Well, look, I've got stickers and stickers and stickers because I went a little bit mad and I bought quite a lot of them thinking that they'd sell like hotcakes, but I got that wrong. Anyway, I'll put them somewhere safe because they're still a pretty cool sticker. Well, the next one that we've got here, where's the next little box we've got? Let's have a look, see what we've got here. Another power supply. This is a 5 to 7 amp power supply. This was a good power supply. I can't remember where I got this one from, but I do want to keep that, so that can go in the box. Right, the trouble is, we've got an amplifier. This was a good one. I got this from the Canby Radio Rally for, I think it was a few quid. I actually felt bad. The bloke selling it, and yeah, it was a few quid, and I was like, oh bloody hell, it was good. And this is a good amp. I think it was like 200 watt or something, because it's got a bigger pill put in it. That's why it's got a hole drilled in it there, try and let some more heat out. Good amp. I'm going to keep that. Used it in my van for a little while, because when you're out and about, you can't get your signal out like that. Now this is a Thunderpole microphone for one of the Thunderpole radios, but I don't know which one, so I'll put that down in the little hole in the box. The trouble that I'm going to have here is I've got several of these. Now this one, judging by the wear on it, I'm going to say is wired up for a Uniden 200, because I'm pretty sure this is the one I had on my Uniden 200, which I've got. I'll get that in a minute. I've still got that battery in it. I'm looking for a rechargeable battery that I lost. I had it in my Uniden 200, which I had at work, which is over here. Adapters and that everywhere. That's the little amp that I had on it. There's the Uniden 200. It's been modified to do about 0.1 of a watt up to 7 watts. But I had it on 4 watts to keep the radio nice, and then I just used an amp just to get myself out. Bit of a burner. so there's that radio. I'm definitely going to be keeping that radio. If I ever get in a situation where I'm based permanently on a certain place again with my own permanent machine, I'll be putting that back in it again. So now I don't know what this one's wired for. It's got a 4-pin plug on it, but I don't know what it's wired for. I need to get into a habit of marking what these microphones are actually wired for, really. Actually, that one's even got a battery in it. I ain't got a clue what they're wired for. I went through a phase where every radio that I bought a power mic for. And so I just went out and bought these, because these capo ones, these M532s, are, in my opinion, not everyone's opinion probably, but in my opinion, excellent radios, microphones. Absolutely brilliant ones. They do a very good job. Alright, you lot, I'm a few days later now, and where I left off with this, I was packing that up quite nice and neatly in that box there, ready to be seeing what's next. And we've got a little box ready to rock and roll. This is a speaker that goes with my Uniden 200. Got some sort of cable. I think that's for the inverter, so you can hook that up to 12 volts. Got an M75 Cobra microphone. Very good, very useful microphone. Don't know what I've done. Got another cable mic. This has got, oh, it hasn't got a 3-prong, 3-pin, 4-pin, sorry. It's got a 5-pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What on earth that could be for? That might well be for a Superstar or a DX5000, but I can't remember. I really need to mark what these are for, but I genuinely can't remember, so I'll put that there like that. That other microphone will go in there. We've got a transmitter. This is for transmitting. It's got spider poo all over it. It's for transmitting on the broadcast frequencies when I used to have a back in the day when I had a pirate radio station. Happy days. So yeah, I used to use that. It was quite a good transmitter actually. It did a very good job. But now it's just, I put that in the end of it there so I didn't lose it. But I used to have an external antenna which was out on top of a tree, and now I just put that in there so I didn't lose it. But very nice transmitter. I'll put that in there because as far as I know that still works. This is an antenna analyzer, a Shark 100. Never really got to use it properly, but the times that I did use it, it seemed to do a reasonable job of telling me where my antenna was. I could set an antenna up and I could then plug it into a radio and I would actually transmit, and it would seem to be alright and the radio would be fairly happy. So we'd say that this is a reasonable piece of equipment, so I'm definitely going to be keeping it. I'm not going to be getting rid of it. And then we've got an ICOM, it's a VHF marine transceiver. It's an M55, ICM55, very good radio. I used to listen to all the ships and the boats going around, especially up and down the Thames back in the day. Haven't really done that for a long time, but it's a very good radio and I've got no intention of getting rid of it whatsoever, so that'll be going in there, even though the front of it's starting to come off, but it still worked just as well as it ever did. So now I've got a nice little thing there. Hopefully all of this, with any luck, will fit in this box. I've got 2 more to do. I've actually got 3 more boxes to go through, but hopefully I'll still better fit them all in. So one of the other boxes is this nice shoebox. Let's see what's in here. I think this is all just, we've got non-slip matting that we can use for putting on top of radios or on the bench. I might keep those out because I've got a little bit of a use for those. Put them up on the bench. Up there. Got a Thunder Pole microphone. I think this one came with a T3000. Very nice microphone. Done a very good job. What's this one? Bit of a patch lead, only one end. That microphone can go in there. We've got a load of spider webs. We've got an Alco ELH 2300 amplifier, only for 2 meters, TX and RX. Wonder what that'll put out. Fast and slow. Warning: broken seal will void all warranties. Seems like a good amp. I'll put that in the old box. Don't intend on getting rid of that. That can go in there. More of that. Oh, we got a little CB35. I had this one in the van. It only put out about 25 watts, but it was a good little amp, and it was always very reliable, so I'll definitely be keeping that one as well. Get rid of that. Things like that are handy for putting in vans and wherever else you might be. This is all basically just wire now. I've got a microphone. Don't know why that's not got a wire in it. Oh, there's a wire for it. That's for that microphone. What we got here? We got a over voltage protection unit for communications equipment. So this is obviously, you plug that in, and if you get any over voltages, you can keep that under control. So I think what I might do is keep all the wire. We'll keep that one microphone there. We'll keep all the wire, the patch leads and everything else all together in one box. So this can just be the box of wires and patch leads. I think that makes sense. Got another box over here which is probably going to fill this up. So you put this in here like that. Put that over there. See what we got here. That's got absolutely nothing to do with it. That's an air fuel ratio gauge. That's got nothing to do with that. That can go somewhere else. What's this? Oh, we've got a little bag for the battery holders. Cigarette lighter cables. Not cables. Cigarette lighter plugs. What's this? It's like a ballon thing. So we've got another M532 microphone. What's this one got on the end of it? That's got a 6-pin. That's got a 6-pin on that one. I don't know what that one could be for. I'm not any good at remembering what all these are for. This Delta microphone was the nuts of a microphone. It had really, really good modulation. It's an MP2. I think it's quite rare. And when I bought an old radio off a mate of mine, he gave me this mic with it. And but I had a bit of an issue with it, with the earthing. It was making a bit of a noise, so I had to get rid of it. Well, in the end I just put an M75 on there, but we'll keep that mic. Don't want to be getting rid of that. Nice Delta. This, oh, that's a power supply for a microphone that I bought from Waters and Stanton's, but that didn't work. Never done its job. Couple of pens, happy days. Oh, some staples. Alright, so now we've just got, I think this is just a box full of wires and chargers. We've got 2 walkie-talkies. There's the other one. It's all just walkie-talkies and chargers. I might see if I can get some new batteries for these, and then we can actually use them. I wonder if I'll be able to get them. Made in China. I wonder if I did get new batteries, because I don't remember them looking like this. I might have actually got new batteries for them. These might be the new batteries. What I'm going to do, I wonder if these have got a date on them. Date code 3611L. The date code on these is 3611L. Now I seem to remember the batteries in these being a different colour. So I wonder if I bought new batteries for these, because I know I always intended to get new batteries. Don't know. But I'm going to get the chargers. Where's the chargers? And we'll stick them on charge and see if they're any good. That's oh no, that's not. It's got a very, very dead spider in there. Mouse, Motorola, and there's the charger. We can stick it on charge and we can see if it's any good. Because if they work, then I can use them. Right, so what I'm doing, a little bit of a, so you're sort of in the loop. I've decided, so that I haven't got little boxes and cardboard boxes and these boxes, I'm going to have this box. Hopefully I'll be able to fit all of the wires and patch leads and things that I don't want to get rid of into this box. This box is going to be just equipment, you know, radios, you know, microphones, burners, anything like that is going to be in this box. I haven't come across any meters yet. I wonder if I was in that box over there. So I've got loads and loads of patch leads that I've made up over the years. There's more here, look, that one there. There's loads of them. Look, there's all just patch leads, different lengths, different coax. I've also got where are they? I don't know what I've done with them. I think they're over there. There's a couple in the bottom of this box. RG213 patch leads, big ones. Just more patch leads. Microphone extension cables, all that kind of stuff. It's all going to go in this box. So this is just going to be. There's even brand new rolls of coax. RG58, that one is brand spanking new roll of it. There's 40 metre balun, 40 metre wire in there, not a balun, 40 metre wire. So that's all going to go in there like that. And hopefully we won't end up with boxes and boxes and boxes. We'll have a box of wires, a box of radios and equipment, and that will be that. So let's see. Right, the last box, as far as I'm aware, of anything here. So we've got another mag mount. This one's a good one, so I'm definitely going to be keeping this one. Put that over there. I've got a little pile of mag mounts. I'll show you what I'm going to do with them in a little while. Open this up like this. So we've got other bigger patch leads. There's some more of these RG213 patch leads I've made up for various radios and amplifiers over the years. So that will be going in the patch lead box. Got another M532 microphone. What on earth it's for, I haven't got a clue. Let's see what battery we got in the back of it, because I'm missing a rechargeable 9-volt battery. No, it's not that one. I'm missing a rechargeable 9-volt battery, and I've been looking for it everywhere. And for a while now, I've been thinking to myself, I bet I put it in one of them microphones, and never saw it again. But I haven't come across it yet. What's it got on it? It's got a 4-pin. So again, I don't know what on earth that would be for. It could be for anything. We've got a switch, antenna switch, loads and loads of wire. Look, what all this wire's for? Obviously, I just bought loads of wire because it's always handy for wiring up various radios and whatever else. You always need wire. Never ever think you've got enough wire because you haven't. Another switch. Nice. Oh, this is a mount which I used to have on the Land Rover. Very good mount, done a good job. It's a bit rusty on the inside there now, but that'll still do well. So we'll put that with the mag mounts. Another microphone, this come from a Stalker. Yeah, I can't remember what Stalker, but it come from a Stalker and it was an alright mic. Weren't the best, but it was alright. So I put that in the microphone box. Two more of these switches. These switches are good switches. CO201 and the CS600. That's a good switch. And so are that. These are both good switches. So we'll definitely be keeping those. Oh, there's another one in here. Doesn't say what that one is. This is, I'm imagining this will be a cheaper version of it. Certainly feels like a cheaper version. Don't feel as good. Probably a knockoff Chinese version, but we'll still keep it. A bit more of this matting, Techno mats. good stuff this. Use this in a motorhome, put it on the dashboard and things don't slide around. So I'm going to put that up there, or not. What we got here? A random little box. What's in this little box? Ah, Yesu. This is the microphone that goes with my FT736R. So definitely be keeping that. It goes with my FT736R. So because I've got a bass mic on there at the moment. So in fact, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to keep this out and put it next to the radio, so I know I've always got it there. Otherwise, I might forget I've got it. All wires. That's an old. Oh, that's no good, is it? What is the point in keeping that? Absolutely none. Right, we'll get rid of that. And then in here, we've just got some of the collection of Radcom magazines. I went a little bit crazy with old Radcom magazines at one point, and I just enjoy progression. Oh yeah, this is for the RSGB. Yeah, no, I went a bit crazy with Radcom and I subscribed to it, and I was getting every single magazine and thinking to myself, blimey, oh look, there's a RC car magazine in there. Intermediate license, revision book, RC car magazine. Yeah, it's mainly Radcom. MFJ, everyone loves MFJ. So these will all go in the loft and be kept, but now no more box. Happy days. So that box is full of radios, burners and switches and microphones. That's pretty much what it's in there. There's the Radcom magazines. They're going to go and join the rest of them. A box of it's just wires, different types of cables, patch leads. You've got power wires for different radios, anything that's too useful to throw away. Got a little pile of mounts, mag mounts. Got a stereo mag mount. I've got another stereo mag mount which is on an antenna, which is that one there. All the other antennas are all here, safe and sound for now. Mag mount there with a 3/8 and a ground plane. That's all the good ones I've got left. And then I've got a couple of mag mounts here which are no good to me, so they're going to go in the bin. I can't keep everything. There's no point in keeping everything. Box of HDMI cables and a switch and a plug. Again, no good to me at the moment. Probably going to regret getting rid of them, but they're all going to go in the bin. Happy days. So I might get the bug for handhelds again though. I've got this Bofang one. I found the charger for it in that box, so that's on charge. I've also found a charger for a different Bofang. I can't find the actual charging cable for it though, but I reckon the same one will be able to charge both of them because they're both essentially the same. So that one's on charge. Hopefully the battery will come round and that'll work. And then I've got these two Binatone radios. I found the radios, they've got batteries in them, the nickel metal hydrate batteries, and I found the charger, and I even found the proper Binatone charger plug thing for it. That one's staying on, but that one's gone a bit dim. Don't know why that is. Perhaps the battery's no good. That's the Motorola ones that we looked at. Don't know whether the batteries are any good, but they've been on charge. This is me GTX3, and that's a spare one. It works perfectly fine, but the screen's cracked, so you can't see any of the digits or anything. So I've got it as just for spare parts. But once the other one's charging, I'll put this one on charge, see if this one's alright. Here I've got 4 Binatone, don't know what they are MR250s. They've got no, I think I've got both charging plugs, but these have got no batteries in them. So I know I could put AAs in them probably. If I can open them up, these. I could probably stick AAs in them. These were given to me by a subscriber, actually a channel member of the RC channel. He gave these to me and said, look, these will be good fun. I just haven't had a chance yet to get around to putting any batteries in them. But I could just stick AAs in there if I wanted to, and they'd work perfectly fine. But I want to get some rechargeables so I can charge them up in the old charging docks. So I'm currently, just thought I'd give you a little bit of a look here. I'm in the process. I've been sealing up these bricks. I've used a brick sealer to try and seal up these bricks now. Done a few coats on there. They should be soaking in nicely. It's taken a few weeks, waiting 24 hours, all this other bollocks in between. And then I'm going to mend all the wall, the plasterboard and everything, because this all got kind of ruined when all this room, because it flooded probably up to about there somewhere. It was all just water. Everything that was on the floor, there was a few cardboard boxes for the radios and meters and things underneath the bench. That all got ruined. So, luckily enough, the freezer survived. And even behind here, bit of a problem. I've been trying to seal it up with a bit of concrete. I put everything on there that I can. What I'm going to do now is seal the floor, and hopefully we shouldn't get any more water coming in. Looks like that is actually a she. And there's some little ones on there by the looks of things. I'm never going to focus on it if I zoom in that far. Anyway, put her outside so she can't do that in here. I also found this, what is this? Carrier, don't know what it is, but I do know from memory that it's got you can program all sorts into it. You ain't got a screen, but you plug it into a computer and you program whatever frequencies you want and whatever channels you want, and it's programmed for PMR. So what I'm thinking is, I can't find a charger for it, but what I have found, what I've just dropped on the floor, this. So I'm going to plug this into the back of that and plug this into the old power supply, and hopefully we'll be able to charge it up. Right, that's plugged into that there. That's then down onto my old power supply. Let's turn on said power supply and see if we get the green light. Oh yes, we do. Bloody hell, all the radios come on now. Not drawing any amps, but I wouldn't expect it to, charging that little thing. But at least that's charging. Hopefully that will come back to life.
8.
It's on channel 8 at the moment. Nice. I like that radio. But yeah, the reason why I want to get some rechargeables to put in these is because you know what it's like with these radios. You hand them out to the kids and they leave them on, or they get left on by mistake, and before you know it the battery's gone flat. So if you just go and buy a normal AA battery, it's just a waste. Not to mention they don't last very long in these sorts of radios. We've all done it. You put normal AA batteries in there, they last a few hours and they're flat. So I'll get myself some nickel metal hydride. I might even be able to find a natural battery pack if I put this number, the model number, into the interwebs. I've got a couple of battery companies that do all kinds of batteries for all kinds of weird and wonderful things. I used to use them when I did the old cameras. Because you can't buy certain batteries for old film cameras anymore, so I used to use a couple of places in London. You order them on the internet and they deliver them to you. You can get all kinds of weird batteries. Some weirdo on the radio there. Anyway, so I'll get some batteries if I can get a battery pack. If not, I'll just get some AAs and I'll better charge them through here anyway, rechargeable AAs. And I'll have all the PMR radios up and running hopefully. And yeah, it's just good fun, isn't it? Run around the campsite and all that with the PMRs, give them out to all the kids, go and play hide and seek, whatever. Anyway, you lot, thanks for watching. Remember to treat people nicely, treat people how you want to be treated, and that way we should all have a nice happy life. Everybody should get along. Try not to bicker, try not to get annoyed over stupid things, and just be patient, because the world is what it is. You getting annoyed over silly things ain't going to help a single thing. Only it's only going to annoy you. That's the way I look at things. I'll see you later on, you lot. All the best.